For years, Willow was seen as one of the kindest and most compassionate women in town. She built a reputation for putting others first, offering support during difficult times, and fighting for the people she loved. But recent events have changed everything. Mistakes were made, trust was broken, relationships suffered, and suddenly the woman many once admired found herself facing criticism from every direction. Now, as Scout's future becomes an increasingly important topic, doubts are beginning to surface. The concerns started quietly. At first, they were little more than whispers among worried family members. Some questioned whether Willow had truly recovered from the emotional turmoil that had consumed her life. Others wondered if her recent decisions reflected deeper problems she had yet to confront. As those concerns grew louder, Willow found herself under a microscope. Every decision was analyzed, every mistake was remembered, every flaw was magnified. For Willow, the scrutiny felt overwhelming. She understood why people were questioning her judgment. She couldn't deny that she had made mistakes. Some of those choices had hurt people she deeply cared about. But she also believed something important: mistakes do not define a person forever. Unfortunately, convincing others proved difficult. The strongest opposition came from individuals determined to protect Scout at all costs. They argued that stability mattered more than good intentions. They worried that Willow's complicated personal life could create uncertainty for a child who needed consistency. Those concerns weren't entirely unfair. Scout had already experienced more upheaval than most children her age. The last thing anyone wanted was additional heartbreak. Yet there was another side to the story. Those closest to Willow pointed out qualities her critics often ignored: her compassion, her patience, her ability to connect with children, her willingness to put their needs ahead of her own. They argued that while Willow wasn't perfect, perfection isn't what makes someone a good parent. Love does. Commitment does. Showing up every day does. As tensions increased, Willow found herself questioning her own abilities. Late one evening, after another difficult confrontation, she sat alone reflecting on everything that had happened. The criticism hurt. The doubts hurt. But what hurt most was the possibility that people genuinely believed she wasn't capable of giving Scout the love and support she deserved. For a moment, Willow considered walking away. Maybe everyone else was right. Maybe Scout would be better off without her involvement. But then something unexpected happened. Scout herself reminded Willow why she had been fighting so hard. During a simple conversation, Scout spoke openly about feeling safe when Willow was around. She talked about the comfort she felt, the trust she had developed, and the happiness Willow brought into her life. The words were simple, but they carried enormous weight, because children often see truths adults miss. Scout didn't care about rumors. She didn't care about mistakes from the past. She cared about how someone treated her in the present. That realization changed everything. Willow finally understood that proving herself wasn't about winning arguments or silencing critics. It was about continuing to be there for Scout, day after day, no matter what. As Port Charles continues debating Willow's role in Scout's life, one thing has become clear: the situation isn't black and white. Willow isn't perfect. She has made mistakes. She has hurt people. She has faced consequences. But she is also capable of growth, capable of learning, capable of becoming better than she was yesterday. Whether that will ultimately be enough remains uncertain. In Port Charles, few questions have simple answers. Yet as the drama unfolds, Willow remains determined to prove that a person's worst mistakes don't have to define their future. And perhaps the biggest lesson of all is this: being a good parent isn't about never failing. It's about continuing to love, learn, and fight for the people that matter most.